Welcome to another Friday assessment. Yes. We're excited. Why? Because you have joined in with all the King's men. Yes. You have pressed through in spite of. That's why I'm excited. You don't even realize how many men, I'm not even going to talk about the men, women, boys, and girls. I'm going to talk about only the men who gave up this week. I mean, from the last Friday to this Friday, you don't even know how many men said, you know what, I'm tired. I'm not going any further. Every time I look around, there's obstacles that is coming at me, but I'm here to let you know that there is greater on the inside of you. That's why things keep coming at you. When you make progress, the enemy comes and hits you. But I'm here to let you know there is greater on the inside of you. I'm talking about two things. God is greater on the inside of you than what you see on the outside. And then there's a greater you that must come forward. Look. I want to drop this nugget on you. Anything that's worth having, you got to fight for it. So, what am I saying? The enemy is not going to let you be who God designed you to be without a fight. You have to fight for it. So what does that mean? That means that you got to get up and press on, get up and press in. Glory be to God. Look. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. That blessed me right there. Why? Because I have to make decisions. I have to sometimes abandon the past. I have had to abandon the past. Now it's time for you to abandon the past. Don't let your past dictate your future. I know you have had areas that you ever been having success in. I don't like, you already know, I don't like to call things failure. I like to call them learning lessons. They're lessons to be learned. Why? Because you learn what not to do. That leads me in what I want to talk about today. You learn more on the way. You learn, I know we ought to make a plan, especially open a business. They want you to make a business plan. That's important. Why? Because it said if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. But what I want you to know, just like I've told you before, always allow the plan to have areas that you can make adjustments. Allow the plan to be flexible. But what I want you to do to make the plan, you would not have all the instructions. You won't have every single thing that you need to do along the path dotted. You will not have all of that on paper. So why am I telling you that? Why am I telling you that? Because if you waited till you had everything down that you need to, every inkling little thing, you would never start. You would never step out. Why? Look, because a lot of most successful business, especially ministries, they step out on faith. The leaders, the founders of those ministries step out on faith. They don't have everything, but what they do know, they have a solid foundation. So what is your plan? Your plan is your solid foundation. So long as you have that solid foundation, there we go with the word right there. Look, the word says build it up on the solid foundation, which is the word. You don't want to build it up on sand, because when trouble comes, that sand is going to wash away. When the waves and the winds start coming, it's going to wash away. But if you build it on a solid foundation, it's going to stand. Look, so that's what I'm telling you. Your plan is the solid foundation. It's just the foundation. It's not that it's going to cover everything that you're going to face. You got to take the first step. You got to step out on faith. You got to go, even if you can't see clearly. You got to know two things. You got to know where you're going and how to start. And you're like, but I don't know everything. How to start means you got to start. Why? Because you know where you want to go, and you know at least one thing that's going to get you there. So use that one thing. Why? Because when you use that one thing, it's going to start to open doors. It's going to start to open ideas. Why? Because you're trusting the God on the inside of you. You're starting to trust yourself. Look, that's what we have to trust ourselves. We have to trust ourselves. We have to trust. Look, there's an ability that God has put on the inside of you. Learn to trust that ability. Learn to trust. Why? Because what happens when you learn to trust, you learn to hear, you learn to listen. You learn to listen to respond. Look, look. You listen so that you can respond with action, not to just to speak to combat what's said, but you learn to respond with actions, meaning that you're listening. Now I must go put this word into action. That's what I mean about listening to respond, not to combat, but you listening to respond so that you can learn more about yourself. So you can learn, okay, I can't do that. I don't need to do that. I need to go over here and do this. I need to go over and do this. That is what's going to help you learn more on the way. I don't want you to think that you got to have everything in place in order for you to start. Man, I need you to get up and go. Why? Because you're going to learn so much on the way. Look, do you think that those mentors, those that have had so much success, do you think they have those same testimony that they have today? Do you think they had them when they started? Do you think they had them a year when they started? No, they had certain testimonies, but they continue to build up on their experiences. They continue to build up on their experience so they can do what they can pour their wisdom back into others, so that they can pour their experiences back into others that are starting along the way. So don't think that somebody went from A to Z just overnight. There is a journey, and the journey, there's a learning journey that must happen, and that journey is what's going to build you. It's going to define you. It's going to propel you. All the King's men, I thank you for joining in today. It's been such a blessing to be able to spend time with you today. My prayer is the word that was spoken today was a blessing into your life to propel you to start from wherever you are today. You won't have all the details, but I need you to start. I don't want you to give up because you can't see. I don't want you to give up because everybody is speaking in your ear. I need you to start today right where you are. Why? Because you know where you want to go. Everybody don't know how to get there, but you know where you want to go. So just start with where you are today. So all the King's men, remember, drop a like, tag, share, drop a line below. Let me know what you want to hear. Share this. Let me know what's going on in your life. My God, I thank each and every one of you. My prayers, you have a blessed day, blessed weekend, and a blessed week to come. And until next time, be blessed.